Hey sprinters, CEO tip of today is freedom. And you might say, freedom. Sure, freedom. That's why I'm entrepreneur. Yeah, but let's dig a little bit deeper. Your children are not your children. They are the children of the world. You might know this quote from, what's his name? The author of The Prophet, Khalil Gibran. Your children are not your children. When I read that, I was like, oh my God, what? My children are my children? We are identified with something, and then we start trying to control everything and everybody to go that way, right? When you think of freedom, two levels. When you think of your employee, losing them, keeping them, finding them, two levels. Freedom inside of you to let go of being identified with this business. When the business goes well, you feel great, and when the business has a bad time, you go, huh? So, first part of freedom is that you free yourself from that. You build it as a machine that can adapt without you, and also you detach yourself from the outcomes by attaching yourself to the process. The process is the daily habit, weekly habit, monthly habit. If you love the process, good times will come, bad times will come. You are always here for the process. You show up every day, you keep rolling, as we say, doing your daily habit, weekly habit, monthly habit, and you are detached from the outcomes, because outcomes are volatile and are not in your control. That's the inner part. Then there is the external part. So if your children are not your children, according to Khalil Gibran, also your employees are not your employees. Your suppliers are not your suppliers. You see where I'm going? Your sales numbers are not your sales numbers. So you have, of course, a wish, right? I want my people to stay 15 years. Yeah, but sometimes they leave after 3 months. I remember first time an employee left me after, I don't know, 6 months. I was devastated. I really felt it like somebody, like when you're in a love relationship and your beloved leaves you, right? I was like, the heart put out of my chest. That's how I felt for a month. And then, I improved the hiring checklist, etc., and the process, which I share in the book. It's chapter 12 and chapter 13, if you want to grab those blueprints. But still, so without those blueprints, it took me 400 hours to get another person on board. With the blueprints, it takes me 100 to 120 hours to get another person on board. It's still a lot of time, so I invest energy and I invest emotion. And that's fine, but the mistake, do not identify with it, okay? Identify with the process, daily habit, weekly habit, monthly habit, because that is in your control. Do not identify with the outcome, because that is not in your control. And then there is another aspect. They have their life, their career, their dreams, etc. That's much bigger than your role in your company. So, of course, they will come and they will go. So build the systems, fall in love with the systems, the processes, because that is in your control. To make the garden every day, give the plants some water and cut them, etc. That is in your control. And then the rest is not in your control. People will come, they will decide to work with you, they will decide how long they work with you, because it depends on their path, on their journey, and that is not in your control. So, one example from today, I was arguing with my wife because we were at the table, right? And we have 3 kids, and one of them, he doesn't like to eat carbohydrates, and so we want them to eat carbohydrates because then they sleep better, and if they sleep better, the whole family system is has a better mood. And so we were like, come on, eat. And then we saw that we were getting stiff. Eat. Basically, we argued, and then we were discussing, and then we realized, wait a moment, what are we doing? What is really in our control? In our control is to put healthy stuff on the table, and a lot of that, right? Different things on the table, putting every day different things on the table. That's in our control. What they eat, so what they take from the table, is not in our control. That's, I think, an important thing to realize and to live. And the second is, every 10 years, even the medicinal databases and research changes. So maybe we are not even right that carbohydrates, calm you down and make you sleep better. Maybe it's not even right anymore. So it's our assumptions. They might be right, they might be wrong. And that's another factor. You might be even wrong. And that's the worst, right? You try to control the world in a wrong direction. Imagine that. That's the most stupid thing you can do, right? So since we don't know everything, and since our children are not our children, they're children of the world, right? The best way is to go the freedom way. Create a table that is inviting and that is a possibility for everybody, but everybody decides what they take and if they take something from the table, okay? So that you detach your identification with what happens. And the second thing is, you create the processes in your business, the operations process, the sales processes, the marketing processes. And by the way, if you need help, grab the book, they are all there. Strategy Sprints, go on Amazon, they are all there. So you put the love into the gardening, into the process, but not in the outcomes. It's not how many lemons will the tree do. It's just, hey lemon, how you doing? Oh, you need water. Okay, here's some water. Okay, so that is the process more than, oh, will it make 25 lemons this week or there are 28? It's not in your control, right? There are so many factors out there. Hope that helps. Keep rolling.
What if your business would run well even when you are on vacation? Discover how 1,600 business owners have regained their freedom using the Strategy Sprints blueprints. How they enjoy living their dream and watching their business scale. Get the exact checklists they use to go from stressed to fulfilled using the Strategy Sprints method. Order your copy of Strategy Sprints 12 Ways to Accelerate Growth for an Agile Business on Amazon today. And if you love it, leave us a review. For more information, head over to strategysprints.com.